Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Y'all see behind me that well. I want to tell you a good affirmation. It say every human being needs to achieve the union of self and self-excellence. And only in the completion of the union will you realize union with God. It's one of my yogi books that I really love on how to do yoga. But today I want to ask you a question. Why did God require sacrifice of Old Testament believers? Why did God require sacrifice from Old Testament believers? Look at it. And what does it mean for us to be living sacrifices? Living sacrifices. Do you find yourself holding back parts of your life from God? I want you to read and study Romans 12 today, if you can. Because I told you it's all about a kingdom lifestyle. So let me show it to you what a lot of people don't understand. The problem with many Christians is that while they have made a decision to become a Christian by trusting in Jesus Christ for their salvation, they have not yet made a decision to become a disciple. The last order that a boss, a parent, or someone, a leader give you is that order you must do. You don't do nothing else. And a lot of people out here is doing everything else. But the last thing I heard was go out. Keep saying that word, go out. Teach, reach, and baptize. We are to be an assembly of believers. When we come together, we are to be coming with other sheeps because we are supposed to be stewards by this time, not just servants and not just being saved. No. He said, go out and teach, reach, and baptize. But let me get this and break it down to you. It say, therefore, I urge you, brother, by the mercy of God, to do what? Present your body as what? Living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service of worship. That's Romans 12:1. So like I just said, they have not surrendered their lives in such a way so as to be a committed follower of Jesus Christ, a committed follower of Jesus Christ, not the human Jesus Christ that was here, but committed to be the Jesus Christ that say, I'm the truth, the way, and the life. It gets me with a lot of people. He say, those who love my God, my Father, follow his commandments. Then he say, you are to love God with all your heart as though you love others the same way. That's in John 13:34-35. So I have to realize that I cannot be in tour with nobody horizontal and think that I'm getting this vertical relationship. No, the blessings that you ask for, I'm finna show you. It come horizontal. Remember that. It say the difference between a decision making and a follower is simply surrender. What Paul is telling us in the passage of Romans 12:1-2 is that God wants us to present us to him. He wants you to put you on the altar. You are the present. You are to present your life. That means all of you to him on his altar. Keep in mind in the Old Testament time when a sacrifice was placed on the altar, the priest did not just put the head or the arm or a portion of the lamb on the altar. He put the entirety of the being on the altar. What too many believers have done is put portions of time, talent, and treasures on God's altar and assume it was enough. It is not. God wants all of you to be given to him. In fact, throughout scriptures, we read that anytime God wants to do something big for his people, he always requires sacrifice first. There had to be something present that demonstrated sincerity and commitment. See, worship is not simply singing songs on a Sunday. That's about 3% of worship. Trust me. True worship, as outlined in Romans 12, you'll see it, is giving yourself to God in your entirely. True worship includes surrendering. And so remember that what Romans 12:1 say. It say conform means to form or mold. World is the norm word of age. Instead of being molded by the values of this world, the believer should be transformed. That is changed by the renewing of their mind. Spiritual transformation starts in the mind and in the heart. A mind dedicated to the world and is concerned will produce a life tossed to and fro, back and forth. But a mind dedicated to God's truth will produce a life that can stand the test of time. Know the truth, speak the truth, be the truth. Have a quiet for life day. You see it, you hear it. Now it's time for you to believe it and achieve it. Need anything from Shango? let me know and let's do it. Let's fight this good fight of faith.